All right, today we're unpacking a blueprint that is all about building serious wealth in 2025. And look, forget what you know about side hustles. We are talking about high yield, AI driven digital assets that can generate passive income around the clock. Let's get right into it. So let's kick things off with a question that really it challenges the entire foundation of how we think about work. For decades, the deal was simple, right? You trade your hours for a paycheck. But that model, it's quickly becoming obsolete. The real wealth in this new economy isn't found in your labor, it's found in what you own. And this brings us to what our source material calls asset creation. This is all about building and owning your own automated digital properties that generate revenue for you 24/7. And the catalyst, the thing making this all possible, is AI. It gives a single person the leverage and the output of a whole 10-person agency. Honestly, this isn't some future prediction. It's what savvy entrepreneurs are doing right now.
Okay, let's break down the first strategy in the blueprint, automated micro tools. Now, this is the absolute perfect entry point into creating assets. Why? Because the barrier to entry is incredibly low, but the potential return on your investment is surprisingly high.
The model here is just beautiful in its simplicity. We're not talking about building the next big startup. No. You just identify a small, really specific problem. Think of something like a simple file converter, or maybe a niche calculator for a hobbyist community. Then, you use an AI coding assistant to literally generate the code. You host it on a simple website, and you monetize it with ads. And this is the core principle, the big mental shift you have to make. You're not the coder here. You're the asset owner. The AI is doing the heavy lifting, the technical stuff, but you own the digital property. It's an automated tool that just sits there solving a problem and generating passive income with almost zero upkeep. Okay, so you've built a micro tool. Now, how do you scale up? Strategy 2 moves us from those single assets to building an entire digital empire. This is where we get smart and use data to completely dominate a market. Now, this is not your typical blogging. We're talking about programmatic content. You find a niche that's rich with data. Think local gear guides, financial calculators, stuff like that. And then you use AI to structure and generate hundreds of valuable, super specific pages. This lets you build a massive authority site that just owns that niche. And you monetize it all with affiliate links and high CPM ads, which just means advertisers will pay top dollar for that ad space. But, and this is a huge but, this whole strategy only works if you're providing real value. Search engines like Google are getting incredibly good at spotting and penalizing low-quality AI spam. So, the secret sauce, the thing our source highlights again and again, is using AI to structure and enhance data into something that is genuinely helpful for a real person. The goal here is quality at scale. All right, now for the strategy that we are genuinely most excited about. This is what the source calls the absolute game changer for 2025, faceless media brands. This is a massive, massive opportunity, so we really need to dig in here. And let me be crystal clear on this point. The data we're looking at is unequivocal. Building these faceless media brands is projected to deliver the single highest return on investment of any digital strategy next year. Period. This is where the smart money and effort are going. This slide just lays it out perfectly. The old way of doing YouTube automation used those terrible, robotic, text-to-speech voices that, let's be honest, nobody wants to listen to. The new wave, the profitable wave, uses sophisticated, conversational AI to produce engaging, high-quality video essays and explainers. You know, content that people actually enjoy and that builds a real audience. Now look at that number, 15 minutes. According to our source, that's how long it can now take a single person to produce a high-quality, fully researched video. I mean, just a year ago, this would have taken an entire team of writers, researchers, and voice actors. The amount of leverage one person has now is just unprecedented. And the money side of this? It's incredible, because you're stacking multiple revenue streams. First, you target those high-value niches like finance or tech to get huge YouTube AdSense revenue. Then, because the content is so good, you attract premium brand sponsorships. And on top of that, you can add affiliate links for any products you discuss. It's a complete monetization machine, and it's all built without ever showing your face. But with all this power, there is a critical warning. This is the one idea that separates the entrepreneurs who build real, sustainable wealth from those who just flame out and fail within a few months.
The way the source frames this is just brilliant. It's a choice of identity. You can have the spammer mindset, where you're just using AI to churn out low-quality junk as fast as you can. That will inevitably get you penalized. Or you can adopt the income architect mindset, using AI as a powerful tool to build a portfolio of high-value digital real estate. Assets that actually grow in value and generate wealth for the long term.
So where does all of this leave you? What does it actually mean for your future as an entrepreneur? Well, it means we're seeing the birth of an entirely new kind of operator. Someone with capabilities that were pretty much unimaginable just a couple of years ago.
This is who you become, the augmented solopreneur. It's a single person who uses the right AI tools as a massive force multiplier. You're not just a freelancer anymore. You're a one-person creative agency, a media company, and a software developer all rolled into one.
And so that really leaves us with just one question. The blueprint is right here. The strategies are laid out, and the tools have never been easier to access. As the source material says, the barrier to entry is at an all-time low, but the barrier to excellence is still high. The only choice left is, which one of these high-value digital assets are you going to build first?